What you want to do is you define your benchmarks per major category. You do your profit and loss statement, you reconcile your books, and you see where you fall at in line, and you make adjustments. If your goals change, right? Maybe our goal for 25 is to find stability, and we just want to have a nice profit margin to get a nice big emergency reserve saved up, because in 26, I want to scale. And I don't feel like taking out a lot of money, and I want to build some of that capital myself. I want to grow slower. I want to grow with less risk. I don't want to borrow any money. So 25 is put cash in my bank account. Maybe that's what you're doing. So it just depends. So budgeting all comes down to your goals first, defining your benchmarks per major category, and then making sure that you're routinely checking your profit and loss statement to understand that you're tracking according to those benchmarks that you set in place for yourself. And Jennifer said it right. It's got to be consistent. You've got to set aside the time. This is where you, as the business owner, really are doing the one thing that no one else on your team can do yet. So this is where you're most effective.
I've got hundreds of other companies that are smaller, that are spending less than 1% on marketing and advertising with complete champagne taste on a complete beer budget, will never hit the numbers that they put on that sheet saying this is my goal revenue. Won't happen. Unrealistic, it's impossible to get there. It's moving too slow. Because if you move slow, the problem is that your competitors in your market are not gonna pause for you to catch up. So you either go, or you know what the pain is to go slow. Those are kind of the two options. There's not a lot in the middle. Not a lot.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. And it's something I think a lot of people don't talk about is there in life, there's always a give and take, right? It's hard to have your cake and eat it too. You got to give up something to get something else for most of the time in life. And so I think as long as you set the right expectation, it'll keep you extremely motivated towards your central goal, whatever that is. And so that's why budgeting really at its end of the day is all about just consistency, managing, monitoring, making adjustments. But what your budget is should be defined by your goals. So I think that's definitely something that we'd want you to take away from here for sure. Jennifer, you hit a really good point about marketing, but